Yo, 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 you already know what it is. You already know what happens. You already know what's going on. Welcome back to the Broken Mute Button Network. As always, you are now tuned into Ruthless Attitude, episode number 70. What? You already know what's happening, man. Talk to me, papers. That's a lot of episodes, man. A lot of episodes, man. The grind's been real, but we here.
Big business.
We're here. For the love of the sport, man. For the love of the sport, man. We got to bring our version of professional wrestling to the platform of the internet wrestling community. That's what they call it, the IWC.
Know the vibes.
Although the real pro wrestlers call us all stupid, but we don't give a fuck. We still have a title to our opinion, right?
Right. That's a fact.
Don't want to get me started on mine.
All right, yeah, but first and foremost, I want to say rest in peace to Sabu. You know what I'm saying? Truly a legend. You know what I'm saying? Death defying, the homicidal, genocidal,
Yeah.
suicidal, all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
The innovator, B. That's a fact.
Yeah, definitely. With all them crazy ass chairs, stunts, and all that and stuff like that. Definitely.
Was he the no? I know La Parker was the chairman, but they used to call La Parker the chairman, but.
That's just like a regular chair shot, but Sabu was like throwing chairs at your face, doing
type shit,
diving moves and shit like that.
Yeah,
which is crazy that La Parker wasn't really doing it as like how Sabu was if he was the chairman
Right.
and all that.
Not for nothing. Your Sabu was one of the first niggas that I seen doing like the springboard and all that shit, bro. Like the really bring my that shit, like bouncing and then diving onto niggas off the ropes onto the tables. Crazy.
They said he couldn't even walk. They said he couldn't even walk prior to the match. He couldn't even walk.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
they gave him some. They gave him some drugs.
Yeah, and now apparently the drug was like apparently it wasn't like an illegal drug apparently, but it was like some kind of like a psychedelic. Somebody was saying.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true, so don't quote me on that. And don't go crazy in the comments because I don't even remember the name of it. Rest in peace to Sabu, man. We ain't gonna get crazy.
Rest in peace, Sabu, bro. Facts.
All right, man. So we're gonna start off the show. We're gonna talk about John Cena, bro, and his heel run. Remember, I said a few weeks back, even prior to WrestleMania, I said, I'm just gonna give it the benefit of the doubt. I'm just gonna wait to see how it plays out before I give my opinion. I feel like we've had had a pay-per-view since WrestleMania. He had a title defense. I think now is the time we can start really discussing it. You know what I'm saying? So what you think?
So me personally, like, I like what he's talking because like everything that he's saying is factual. It's like he's been spot on with everything, bro. Like he ain't missed a beat. But it's like I don't know if it's his deliverance. I mean, I don't know, and I don't know, bro. Like he been saying everything that's been spot on, bro. Like he ain't miss a beat. He's still on his bullshit. Mm-hmm. He's still on calling you out for reading your promo off your elbow type shit.
He's still cooking people on promos.
Yeah, he's still cooking you on a promo tip. That's a fact.
Yeah, but the thing is, he needs to be cooking somebody on a promo. But Disco, before I go, go ahead, Disco. What you got to say?
Just retire, bro.
He said, "Let it go."
You got.
That's all you got for us.
Just let it go. Like because you know how I feel about these old ass wrestlers, bro. Like, let it go,
this is
bro.
Old ass down, let the young
you got you got your 17th title. All right, cool. Let's give him the summer run. We're gonna give you the summer run. Let's give him the summer run. And get him out of there. Pack him up. Like I'm like backlash. I was into it, but I wasn't into it. Like we already knew what was gonna happen when it came to our truth. We knew that was gonna happen. We knew Randy Orton wasn't gonna win in his hometown. Like, bro, like if you was going, I understand how they
Nobody
doing
wins in their
this heel
hometown
turn. Right, right. I knew how this heel thing was gonna go with John Cena. Not I knew how it was gonna go, but he's still John Cena as far as his gimmick, but you could have threw a little beard on
a
him,
little twist or something,
little shades, little black gloves or something, like it just
twist it up a little bit. I felt you.
He paler than Sting at Starcade, bro. Like You feel me? Like, and it's like, all right, bro, you got the belt. You're
And
winning. You
I felt
winning
you on that
matches.
disco. I
Like,
felt you on that, bro.
you winning matches by uppercutting niggas in their balls and shit. Like, that's not you, John Cena.
Yo, like
So
you said,
that's
like
how you
if
want to end your legacy. That's what you want to do. That's how you want to go
have
out.
at it, bro. And my shit is disco, like you said, bro. He couldn't like I said, he's talking his shit, bro. He talking his shit. Everything he's saying on the mic is prolific, bro. But like, nigga, you could have threw some type of twist into the shit, boy. Like, like you said, nigga, grow tea, grow a goatee or something, nigga.
Yeah, like
Put a
you,
skelly on,
you,
nigga. Put a
you
headband on or
should.
something, nigga.
Y'all
Fuck.
should have did this hill run years ago, bro, and let him go out on top as a fucking
Yeah, it took too long.
good guy. Yeah, like when we thought it was over for him 2 WrestleManias ago, y'all should have took him. Like he should have left. Like how you waiting to the like now, bro? Like it's crucial now, and WWE you do that shit now because Vince is gone. Come on, like
It's like,
y'all
who is it?
doing too much.
Gotti, how you feel about it though, B?
All right, that shit is trash, bro. Like that shit is trash. I wanted to give the benefit of the doubt, because of the simple fact that, like, he's like the thing. My problem with this is like, how you gonna do a hill run to close out when you 1 foot in, 1 foot out? You know what I'm saying? And you're planning on, and this is your last run. You know what I'm saying, with the company. I feel like he should have shut down the movies and all of that shit and just actually really
And
took this
locked
hill
in.
run and locked in on his hill run for real. Because let's be honest, like every week he's cutting the same exact promo every week. Let's be honest. You're saying he's spitting fire, but he's spitting the same exact fire
No,
every
but
fucking week and saying it a
no, but I'm
different
saying
way.
this. No, he's not spitting. He's not saying nothing that's wrong. But it's like at the end of the day, like you
Mm-hmm.
said, nigga, switch it up, nigga. You gotta throw some more fire on. I mean, throw some more gasoline on the fire, boy.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
like, yeah, like, bro, like I said, he should have did
What
this 5 years ago.
Let
He
me
should have did this 5 years.
let
I
me let
mean,
me act like for people that's probably going to be out here and say that we tripping and probably giving more time. I'm not really willing to give it that much more time. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you got the crazy rumors floating around what's planned in the future and shit. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, it's like when this Hill run ends and his career is over, and we talk about John Cena's last Hill run when he left, when 10 years from now, only thing we're going to talk about is when he turned on Cody Rhodes. We're not going to, so far, it's looking like we're not going to remember nothing else after that.
or not even
exactly.
bigger than that. Fuck the hill run. Just think about the magnitude of his last run period, my nigga. That like this shit is
Yeah.
going down. Shit is going downhill.
But
Yeah.
I guess he didn't want to leave on a note that what's his name? Solo Sokoa smoked his shit.
Thumb that nigga in his throat wild
Yeah,
time.
he
Pause.
did.
Yo, he smoked his shit. Like
He
what?
smoked him. Solo did smoke him, and that's crazy. He on his hill run, like seeing John Cena win the way he's winning with that stupid ass kick to the nuts and low blows and shit like that. That shit look kind of corny to me. It's just
Yeah,
the hustle
that,
look like
It's like
like
it's low key. Like you trying
that's
to go
not
back. You trying
him.
to go back in the days
it
where
was
you trying to.
crazy. I like everybody that turns heel. I'm a hill guy, you know what I'm saying, and I don't like John Cena as a hill.
Me
You know
either.
what I'm saying?
Me either.
So
Like
it's like,
we like. Sorry to say this, but we like Hulk Hogan as a heel. When he
yeah.
brought that spray can out, we was
Mm-hmm.
hyped. Like,
Nigga,
oh
you ain't even
shit,
pop it off, nigga. You ain't pop a can off. You ain't do nothing.
right,
Yeah,
right,
it's either you loved or you hated Hulk Hogan or the NWO. John Cena,
right.
he doesn't. I don't think John Cena even really has hate. You know what I'm
This
saying?
Hills
I
run is
don't.
gonna get swept under the rug, bro. It shit was trash. It was like
He's him and The Rock is like niggas. They sit there cut a promo. They could diss the crowd, and you're just gonna get cheered on for doing it.
I think the Rock could get cheered more than that nigga at this point.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. All I know is that I just don't think there's going to be nothing memorable out of it because he's kind of cut the
At
same
all. I
promo.
agree. At
If
all.
he had actually took the year from wrestling, I mean, from doing movies, and actually gave his time to actually really kill this hill run towards the end, and
Mm-hmm.
was able to actually get physical on Raw, like attacking people, interfering in matches. Like if he's talking about how he's going to ruin wrestling, you just gonna take the belt and ruin wrestling? Because like that's not enough for me. Like I need you to ruin Raw shows, ruin SmackDown shows, ruin pay-per-views. Like if you're gonna ruin wrestling on the way out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Right.
that's what I expected as a heel run. Like, but right now to me, this is like John Cena's acting like a bad guy, but he's getting scared for it.
And this shit ain't even mid, bro. It ain't even mid. This shit ain't even mid.
Yeah, but I am. We are going to circle back on this topic. I'm gonna give it a couple of more months, but like I can't talk about it after he's getting ready to fight R-Truth at Saturday Night Main Event. You know what I'm saying? R-Truth is not going to win, although it would be fire if he did.
That shit gonna be funny.
R-Truth better than that shit than that
bro,
too. I predicted. We already know that I predicted the R-Truth shit.
Bro, what's gonna be funny is when he do John Cena moves to John Cena, bro.
That shit gonna be the whole match gonna be mad. That shit gonna be funny as fuck.
Comical. That's a fact.
Word up. When R-Truth do John Cena moves to John Cena, that shit is gonna be hilarious, bro. The crowd is gonna go crazy when they do that. When he do that shit too. Watch.
Fuck it. Even
I promise you.
Bring Lil Jimmy back out too. Fuck it, nigga.
Nah, leave Lil Jimmy at home.
Nah, he a John Cena hero, so he not gonna bring Lil Jimmy. You feel me? All right.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So and then there's like I'm hoping this shit is just a rumor and just some bullshit I saw online because there do be a lot of bullshit online. But they talking about Cody Rhodes and Bad Bunny versus Travis Scott and John Cena. I don't want to see that.
I did hear some shit about Travis Scott teaming up with John Cena. I did hear that.
Yeah, Cody needs to come back heel. He needs to come back heel.
But they're not gonna do that though. They're not gonna do that.
I don't think they're gonna do that yet either. Yeah. So my next question for y'all, we're gonna move on from John Cena. My next question for y'all: why is it that Rhea Ripley is not getting the same kind of scrutiny that Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch, and it seems like Bianca Belair is getting now from the crowd? They tired of them being in the main event picture, but Rhea's literally been in the main event picture for like 3 years straight. Nothing else. Just straight main event.
That's a very good
Against Liv Morgan, she was the champion. She beat Becky. She beat Charlotte for the belt. She was champion for that whole year. You know what I'm saying? And for Becky at Mania, beat Becky. Then she got injured, stripped. Then she came back SummerSlam. Liv Morgan
ended up winning the belt and all that shit. Fickle, bro. The crowd don't know what they want, bro.
Yeah, and that's the prime example right there. The crowd really don't know what they want because if you're gonna get mad at Charlotte, Becky, and Bianca for always being in the main event picture, you got to be mad at Rhea Ripley at this point. I'm not saying you should be, but like let's be fair. If you're gonna do this to these other three for the same thing that you're allowing the other one to do, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's Rhea time. It's Rhea time. Like she reinvented herself, you know, on more than one occasion, and it's like now she at a spot where the fans really fuck with her. You feel me? Like,
but do you feel that Rhea Ripley has to have the world title to be relevant? Because I don't think Charlotte, Becky, or Bianca need to.
Like, I'm fine. Not at this point, not. No.
She could simply go. She could get the Intercontinental, and she'll still be relevant, bro.
I don't even think she needs to have a title. Period.
I think
she's at that. Like we watch, Shawn Michaels as well, 6-time world champion, right? Shawn Michaels didn't need the belt to be relevant. You know what I'm saying? Undertaker didn't need the belt to be relevant.
But
you know what I'm saying?
But
those you call your greatest,
bro. You comparing them?
Yeah, but their careers ain't over. As far as females, they could be the female version of them, but by the time is up.
Right.
I'm not saying they're gonna be exaggerated, but like the women's version of them.
Like Sting ain't need to be world champion to be relevant. Like Luger ain't need once their name was on the card.
I agree with that, but those are different characters as well. I mean, to a certain extent, I guess.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like they didn't need to have the titles, and just like I feel that these three girls for the women's division, you know what I'm saying? They don't need to have the titles. Like I'm fine with Bayley and Becky Lynch having this feud, as long as there's no title involved.
All right, so that I understand. That that makes sense. Okay.
They can make that feud work without having a belt. You know what I'm saying?
If they're gonna build up any of the other the rest of the female division.
Yeah, right. If you want to get the newer stars over, you got the mid title cards. Obviously, you need to do something to pursue that. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. But like, I feel like Rhea is just like them. She doesn't need to have a belt to be relevant in wrestling. You know what I'm saying? I think she could be in the main event. I think all four of them could main event a pay-per-view and not even have a belt in it, and the world title could be the undercard on it. That's how
Right.
larger than life they are in the women's division.
They could do a fatal
Yeah, yeah.
4-way and be the main
No,
event,
and could
and
be.
then
Mm-hmm,
and then
mm-hmm,
the heavyweight championship, the belt could be the next match, and they
yeah.
still rock the crowd. Yeah, hell yeah,
Mm-hmm,
hell yeah.
yeah. Yeah. So like Io was champion twice going into Mania, 2 years in a row. What they gonna do next year? They gonna boo her, or they gonna want
Nah,
her to stay
they
in the main
That's
might,
what
event?
I'm saying. Like, come on,
they
B.
might, they
No,
might,
yo, fuck around with like I said, they
they
fickle,
might.
bro. Like they don't know what the fuck they
He,
want, bro.
Io might be on AEW in the next 5 years with them other bitches. Like
Nah, Io Sky ain't going over there.
you
I think
see,
she's one. I think she's up there with. She's on her way up there. I don't know if she's there. Some people probably say she's up there with like the Becky's, Rhea's, Charlotte's, and Bianca's and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Or she may be, but she's definitely on her way. She might be there already. Honestly,
The whole
you know what I'm saying?
their whole
you
division is
seen that.
a lot like the
You
top
seen that
10 is
chick
elite,
dancing
bro.
last night, right? You seen the chick dancing last night on AEW, right?
I didn't finish watching it, bro.
I'm
I ain't
watching
gonna
it.
lie.
Horrible, bro. Yo, she was dancing, my nigga, and Tony Storm, my nigga. Like what?
Yeah.
Like
Timeless,
I'm like
timeless.
what? Yeah, like I said, what is this? Like,
They setting up for her and Mercedes. You know, Mercedes lost one of her belts to Indy
oh, she beat
Hartwell.
the shit out of that Japanese girl.
Yeah, first of all, I
She
know we touched on this before, B, but why she got all them belts though, B? Like
nah, she got three now.
She got 3 now. Yeah.
how many? Like she had like 5 before.
She got like four, I think.
4. I think it
Four.
was 4. Yeah. She just lost one. Indy Hartwell got that. I think it was like a triple threat match they had.
She about to win that Owen Hart shit on Sunday probably, and then
Oh,
she
that's
gonna
right.
go
They
win.
got. I forgot they got a pay per view
She
on
She
gonna
gonna
Sunday.
lose.
go
That's a
win.
fact.
She gonna lose all her belts right before she fight
She got.
Tony Storm, because
She gonna
winner
have a
fights
crash
Tony
out,
Storm,
boy.
and you know that's
Right.
they what is it, All In Texas? That's
All
where they're
in,
gonna
yeah.
have that shit. That's their biggest pay per view of the year, so they're gonna do that shit.
And then she gonna win. All she gonna win that heavyweight belt there. You know how that shit go.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
That,
yeah. You know how AEW is and how we be
yeah.
predicting this shit like
right.
we work for them or something. You know what I'm saying? All right, so yeah, Jeff Cobb made his debut. What you think?
You called it.
He popped out.
Yeah, but I thought he was going to join Seth and them. Remember I said that. But I see that he fucking with Solo and them again. So I guess they little. I don't know. Solo going to get a new stable. It's not going to be called Bloodline. It's going to be called some other shit. Watch.
Yo, what's the name of his finishing move again, bro? Jeff Cobb, the
I
Saboteur.
forgot, but it's some crazy ass slam that he go like this and
Yeah,
fake
that
it and
shit
then
look
come back the
crazy.
other way
Yeah,
with
yeah.
it.
Jeff Cobb be
You know
getting
he got
busy.
a couple. He got a couple of
He got a
wins
couple of
over.
joints. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
over some notable names. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. We'll see what happens on SmackDown. So we can't really talk about that. But he definitely has a history with Jacob Fatu in the Indies, though.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jacob had the little twisty ties and all that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Nah, shit about to get wicked. Shit about to get wicked. They about to get tired into some shit. That's a whole fact. Facts. Just
yeah.
facts.
So Papers, you wasn't here. So what's up with the what you want to see from that AAA shit? That new signing, other because they doing the world too. They doing okay. So this is what they doing. They doing the Worlds Collide with AAA
I seen that. Yeah.
versus NXT, but they're doing a Triple Mania, some shit with AAA versus TNA.
All right. I want to see what they're gonna
Yeah,
do. I want to see what they're gonna do with Alberto Del Rio.
yeah. He was released one day,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden he was signed a couple of days later. It's like,
He
what we
popped
doing
back
here?
out. Yeah, and
I,
I
I,
want
I,
because you remember. I don't know. If we was talking in the chat and shit. Like, remember
Mm-hmm.
they dismissed his ass when he was doing all that shit with Paige and all that.
Yeah,
another
yeah.
old ass nigga. Another old ass nigga.
What? Uh,
She
man,
probably
I
gonna
don't know,
resign
bro.
too.
I want to see what's gonna happen with him, bro. Because you know that they sent them away because of that shit. So
Yeah,
now that they bought them out, we
he's
gonna see how that play
he's
out.
their world
Mm-hmm.
champ. He's their world champion. So you know what I'm saying? They should
The
send that
fuck?
nigga. They should send that nigga to NXT.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah,
it's a couple of other people that I'm forgetting about, that I want to see out of AAA, but that was the main one that jumped off the page for me because I'm like,
Viking.
I want to see
You
what they
gonna
do with Son.
you gonna see Vikingo or whatever the hell his name
Ain't
is
he
do
with
it.
TNA right now? He with
The nigga
TNA,
that be doing
right?
the
No,
450 off the rope.
no, he with AAA, bro. And
Yeah, he with AAA.
WWE
I
just
know he
signed
with the
him. Yeah,
mohawk. He got the mohawk.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay.
They got a couple. They signed a couple of them already. You know what I'm saying? So
El Vikingo, whatever the fuck his name.
Vikingo, yeah, yeah. Those numbers
Like
just
I
start on them
told
niggas'
y'all, they
names.
gotta work 10 times harder, bro. They gotta work 10 times harder.
I just
Or they
want to
gonna get
know,
deported by ICE.
Yeah,
yo,
it's
what's
crazy.
crazy is, yo, yeah, this nigga's wild. Yo, so what's crazy is like, what are they gonna have more events in the States?
They probably, yeah.
Yeah.
They
They
probably
should they should let them just travel all abroad. Don't even bring them here. Let them just go abroad and do their shows all over they be
the
like the
islands.
substitute. Yep. And then when WWE goes and do their Europe shit, they can come like they just did. They had them niggas come to the United States and do their little tour
Right.
or whatever.
Better
That
get
Right,
would be
niggas
word.
back to
fire.
That
the
was
United
fire,
States.
yeah. Word.
Yeah. You know
Mexico,
what I'm
Costa
saying?
Rica,
Yeah.
fucking Panama, all that. Like, hell yeah.
You think they're gonna do some I would probably let them go to Europe and let the hardcore fans over there see them like Germany and
Yo,
shit like that.
WWE used to have some dope ass shows in Europe, bro.
The ones they
They,
just did was fire when they did that
yeah.
run
They was there for like
during
3 weeks.
yeah, they was there for
Yeah,
3 weeks.
not the most recent, but they always put on some dope ass shows in Europe, bro. That's a fact.
Yeah, the fans it don't just be the show, it be the fans. The fans make it dope
Yeah.
because the crowd be lit. They be
They
better
be having
than
all
Hmm.
the different types of chants and
every
all that
country.
shit.
Every country, like we got Chicago that goes crazy here, New York. You
Hmm.
got what is it? Miami goes crazy, right? Is it
Yep.
Miami?
No.
Nah,
It's
but
just New
It's
York and
somebody.
Chicago.
I think
Philly
there's
be
one
going
more
crazy
state.
too. Philly
I
be
think
going
LA,
crazy.
yeah.
right? LA, right?
I don't know if I don't know if it's LA. I don't know. Y'all let me
Philly
know in
be
the
going
crowd
crazy.
because I know New York and Chicago goes crazy, especially when they have the after WrestleMania shows there. You
Yeah,
know what
yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah,
saying?
yeah,
So
yeah, 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 for sure, for sure.
yeah. So looking forward to what we got going on and shit. So you heard before we even get to the draft, let's talk about we're going to get to the draft. The tag division is going to lead into the draft. So the WWE tag division, SmackDown just got Fraxium. Raw still is like, are you interested in New Day versus the War Raiders feud?
That shit
No.
so old.
No,
No.
No,
you don't care for it, right?
no.
You don't
Nah.
care for them trying to build a rematch and all this shit, right?
Hell no.
How do you feel about the Creed brothers?
You know those my boys.
Yeah.
They all right. I
I'm
mean, they
happy
ain't
with
no
I'm
Shelton
happy with
Benjamin and
the
Charlie
brothers, bro.
Haas.
They need to they
they,
need to stop jobbing. I feel like they be jobbing them sometimes, bro.
they
Why the
better than
fuck
Charlie Haas.
WWE dropped the fucking ball on the hurt business, man? Because we hurt people. We hurt people.
Yeah.
We hurt
MJF down with
people.
them now.
Oh, he
Yeah.
is
That
with
I
them
did
now. He
see.
is with them.
I
He
did
gonna
see that.
turn his back on them. It's gonna be him and Bobby Lashley at All In. Watch.
For
I,
some
I
reason, I feel like they're gonna turn on his ass.
I seen the clip of that shit.
Nah.
I seen the clip the other week, man. Like I'm like, oh shit, all right. Cause I seen them doing the thumbs up and thumbs down shit.
Nah,
Yeah,
they got
nah.
the best theme song right now, though. They got the
Yeah,
whole
they.
crowd singing that shit. Like,
I
cause
gotta
we
see. I gotta see
hurt
that. I gotta see
people.
that. I gotta
Yeah,
see
if they had, yeah, that shit is fire. If they was at an actual WWE event with that song, when the crowds was crazy, like in Europe, that shit would go crazy.
Yeah, like,
Yeah,
that.
that would
Gotta
go crazy.
ain't
Well, the
they
Tony
over
Khan
them in
goes to
shape.
UK. Yeah, Tony Khan he takes him to the Wembley whatever that shit is in
Wembley
the
Stadium.
Wimbledon.
UK.
Wimbledon, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, whatever that shit is.
Nah, that shit is in Texas this year, bro.
Yeah, All In is in Texas. Yeah, I know
Oh,
that.
yeah.
That I know. I'm talking about he be having them go over there. They do events over there and shit like
Oh,
that.
yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah,
I don't know.
so
yeah.
I'm
Nigga,
fucking with it.
basketball.
I'm fucking with it, but not AEW.
Right.
I gotta
But
see.
yeah, like so. With that being said, that this leads into the Raw draft. So we got the draft coming up. You know what I'm saying? Um, the rumors is supposed to be in Tampa like the weekend of like Saturday Night Main Event, and that's literally next weekend. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? So it's supposed to be start. I don't know. I don't know if they're going to start it on Raw or wait to SmackDown because last time they started on SmackDown and went through had you wait through the weekend, had to go to Raw in NXT or whatever the hell they was doing. No, I think it was Raw. They didn't do it NXT. So with that being said, what y'all think should happen? Because the first thing I think they should do is even out the tag team division
They
in the
should.
draft.
They should. I will even out the tag division. Switch the mid card champions
That
and
was the
switch.
main thing that I was thinking about. Just the mid card. That was the only thing I was
Yeah,
thinking about this stuff.
yeah.
What
Switch them
for?
to.
If you flip them, you're gonna have to flip both because
Yeah,
both the okay.
yeah.
Really?
Switch them.
That was the only thing
Yeah,
I could
I
think
was
of. Because
swapping. Yeah, that's all.
because all these
Why?
niggas be popping up on all the same shows anyway, bro. So it don't even
Yeah,
really matter.
like
But why would you want to? That does to me. I don't get why would you want to switch the titles though. I don't know.
For the mid cards,
Yeah.
so. Dom could be a United States champion and an Intercontinental champion. So that'll be two titles under his belt.
right? So they can interchange between both shows. Yeah.
Did you hear what this no just said? That's the reason why.
No, I just think it'll be dope
Then you might as well say the
for at least
same.
for the mid cards. I agree
I
with
don't
that.
know. I don't like it only for the simple fact that you have to do both of them. That's the reason. That's
No,
the sole reason
it'll
why.
be the say it again.
That's the sole reason why. It's because you have to do both the belts. You have to do both the men's and women's
That's
IC and
fine.
US titles.
That's fine. Do
To
it.
me,
Let's do it.
I don't think that makes. To me, it just don't sound like
But
it
it's
makes
nothing.
sense
It's
to me.
really nothing else that could be done that hasn't been done in the draft already, bro.
Because okay, you saw the champions take the belts with them when they switched brands, and that was only the
Right.
men's mid card titles. We have two of them now. Now we saw the world titles do that shit. You know what I'm saying? When it was the world heavyweight champion and the WWE champion. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Because those are world titles. But they probably gonna swap champions. They ain't gonna switch belts. But remember when Charlotte and Becky Lynch, all they did was have them two girls just switch the belts.
Right now, I
Right.
remember that.
And the same with the tag titles too. They just had them switch the belts. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it doesn't make sense for to have the men's and women's U.S. titles swap belts unless you plan on having both the champions getting drafted. And then just like that, you're just giving away just
I would
two.
just say that they could
To me, it don't make
defend both
sense.
belts on either show. Like they gotta
Who's the
spice it up.
think about it? Who's the we getting ready to go into this shit? By the time draft comes around, who's going to be the champions of those belts?
Oh, we don't know shit.
New
Jacob
Day.
Fatu is Jacob Fatu.
Except
No, we're talking about
from,
we're talking about ICUS for men and women. Who's going to be the champions for that? Jacob's Fatu is still going to be champion. Who's the
Right.
Dom is still going to be champion.
Of course.
Right.
New Day still gonna be champions.
Right.
Now I'm not talking about tag titles, people. I'm talking because y'all talking about the mid card titles.
The mid cards.
Yeah.
Zelina Vega.
Who got
Zelina
the
Vega still going to be champion.
She's trash. Pack her up.
Who?
Zelina. Yes.
Lara is the IC champion. And she's most likely, I don't know, if she have a rematch against Becky at fucking Saturday Night Main Event, she's probably going to lose the belt.
Lose that shit.
Yeah.
Right.
She's going to lose that shit.
I can see that setup happening.
My thing is put the belt back on Chelsea into the Money in the Bank.
I don't even see why they took that shit off of Disco.
Because they got bigger plans for her.
Yeah, you know she just signed a contract extension too. That contract extension tells you they got bigger plans for her.
What you think should happen during the draft, Gotti? What you got in play?
Tag team titles immediately needs to be even out. I would definitely send the Motor City Machine Guns over to Raw. Because they would make it interesting because you got Fraxium already there. You know what I'm saying? That's two high flying teams. I will probably send the War Raiders over to SmackDown, and I will probably send I would leave what's the name there? What's our boys' names? The ones that's Horrible Hills. What's Montez and Angelo? Street Profits. I'll leave them on SmackDown. I really don't know what I would do with DIY and who else? They got what's the name there too? The Lost. It looked like the Mexican warfare is going to lead to a whole new other feud.
Is Melo on Miz? Is that a real team, bro?
No.
I think that's going to be short lived. That's gonna be short
Okay.
lived.
Nigga, chain is the name of his chain is Dre.
Say it
Yeah,
again,
I saw
Detroit.
that. That
The
was
name of
fire too.
his chain is Dre.
Yeah,
The
it's fire. It's
like,
fire too. That's fire. Yeah,
I
when he
seen
saw
it.
that,
That shit looking like bad
I
work.
said that's fire.
That shit look like bad work, B.
bad work. Like, yo, like,
No,
That
I'm
shit
talking
look like
about him
that
calling
shit look like when you get like candy inside an Easter basket and you peel the foil
it.
off the shit.
At least the nickname is fire.
Fire, shit fire.
because we
The
hurt
nickname
people.
fire.
We hurt people.
I hate y'all niggas, yo.
Stupid, bro. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what else? It looks like Trick Williams is wrapping. It seems like he's wrapping up his run in
NXT?
NXT with in his feud with Joe Hendry and shit like that. And
Nigga had SmackDown.
yeah, and I'm not really I don't know. I feel like he's still not ready, bro. I feel
Yeah,
like
his career about to be done.
I feel like most of the men
A lot
outside
of
of
niggas ain't
Oba,
ready, B.
I
Even the
think
Bean.
outside of Oba, I think none of them are ready to go to the main roster. To keep it 100 with you, I feel like it's really only the women.
I don't know if it's the pressure for them, for them to, to bring the new recruits up and all that shit. Because they be,
Mm-hmm.
the fans be wanting to see that shit. Because NXT got they diehard fans and all that shit too. So
Yeah,
they probably want to see they wrestlers on the main roster too. But it's
yeah.
like if that shit don't pan out, we don't want to see that shit.
That's
I
one
mean,
thing. I'm happy you mentioned that, Papers, because that's one thing I noticed when I was watching Raw. When I was watching the main event. You see like Julia and Roxanne in the ring. The crowd has yet to like pick up and really get to them, and
Yeah,
that's
it's
just right
kind
there.
of dead.
That just told me it was like y'all don't watch NXT, bro. Y'all just only
Right.
I'd have
watching the
been
main
one of those
roster.
niggas in the crowd too. Because I catch
Yeah,
a handful of their matches. Then I
mm-hmm.
definitely catch them when they're on the main roster and all that. But
Yeah.
I catch a
And
Right.
handful of their matches.
bro, but Roxanne's been killing it since she's been up there. They haven't been having to carry her in none of the matches or none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? She's been holding her weight, and she's only 23. That's why I was saying she's the future. You know what I'm saying?
Now,
So
for the main part, they've been calling up the right ones because they like for the most part, all of them that I've seen, they've been carrying their own weight on the main roster. That's what like Lyra Valkyria. What's the other one name that
yeah, I
just
was waiting for you to name some right now. Go ahead, because
what's
there's
the
quite
bitch
a
with the
few that got to
horns?
release.
Stephanie Vaquer.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
she's the NXT champion. She was just they know who she is.
So like see me like I said, I don't know a lot of them joints. Be like
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you either. I'm just learning them because, like
Mm-hmm.
I said, like I,
And the
NXT
crazy
is just
thing,
that shit is fucking.
yeah,
but
I
another thing,
watch
but
it. I watch it every week.
that's not a bad situation to have because like you said, Gotti,
Mm-hmm.
NXT is chock full of talent, especially when it comes to the women's division. So it's like it's hard for them to determine who they gonna call up to the main roster and all that shit, or who gonna pick up with the crowd and all that shit. Because all that shit is go off for the crowd. So
Yeah,
it's like
yeah, that's a fact.
so they gotta determine who getting the most pop from whoever how it go.
Yeah. Yeah, and they was getting no pop, but then you send them down to NXT, they get all the pop in the
That's a
world. You
fact.
know what I'm saying? In
Mhm.
that small ass building. You know what I'm saying? So
They killing
we'll see
small
what
rooms.
happens.
It's like the battle rap. So they be killing the small rooms.
Triple H should get them right because it really is looking like Roxanne and Julia is headed to the main roster. You know what I'm saying? They look like they're going to be there. You probably get confirmed on the draft. You know what I'm saying? If
Yeah.
Stephanie loses this belt to Jordan Grace at the next pay per view, which is that weekend, because like right after what is it? NXT Battleground is one weekend that week,
Mhm.
and I believe it's that Sunday or some shit like that. Saturday night main event is Saturday, obviously, and then Battleground is that Sunday night.
And
And if Stephanie loses to Jordan Grace, I think Stephanie's going to the main roster too as well.
that's too soon.
She had the option. She chose to go to NXT.
Oh, to work on her English, right? So she can
Yeah,
work
she
on her
wanted to work
English.
on
Bro.
it.
Right.
Yeah, she wanted to work on English, and
But
she probably feels a little more comfortable.
I don't see them calling nobody up no time. No, I don't see me in my own opinion. I don't see them calling nobody else no time soon.
It's gonna be a couple of call-ups. That's why they made all those releases. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna get some. They're gonna make some call up. Kiana James is clear. She's supposed to come back. We'll see what they do with that. Zoe Starks. They don't have her on TV. You know what I'm saying?
Damn,
Um,
Gina.
So we'll see what happened. They got some shit for the mid card that they could do with the women's belts. All of them don't have to be main eventers, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, these women who's always in the main event don't really have to be in a main event because their main event starts without the belt. You know what I'm saying? So they're staples in the women's division. These are people that I feel like they aren't going anywhere. They're going to retire with the company. You know what I mean? Or if they decide they just want to just stop early, like Trish did.
Touche,
But Trish came back every once in a while. Same with Lita, you know. So that's what I think of. That's what that's like at this point we can start talking about putting Charlotte, Becky Lynch in the same breath
Yeah,
as them. You
and
know what
that
I'm
Mm-hmm.
upper
saying?
tier where they give
Yeah.
where they starting,
Yeah.
on a
Yeah.
Hall of Fame run situation type shit.
Right.
Where they putting other
I
people
know
over.
you. I know you AEW sickos want to say Mercedes Moné so bad,
No.
but whatever. But whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. So, the winner of the Jay Uso and Logan Paul fights Gunther. So we know that's going to lead to the Goldberg match.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, it's going to lead to Goldberg's last match in August
Against who
against
though?
Gunther.
Against
Gunther.
Gunther, you think?
Yeah, that's because Goldberg's retirement match is rumored for. He said he's having a retirement match this year, and I believe it's rumored for SummerSlam
You wouldn't
because they
you,
ain't doing that shit at
you wouldn't
Wrestle.
want to see Goldberg versus Logan Paul?
Actually, I wouldn't mind seeing that shit.
I wouldn't mind seeing that, bro.
I wouldn't mind seeing that shit, but
He would fuck
I
Goldberg
want to
up.
see,
He would fuck
I want to
Goldberg up.
see
He gotta get a
Gunther
spear
beat
though.
the shit out of Goldberg.
I want to see him give him them chest slaps.
Hell yeah, them
Yo,
chops.
they gotta let him go crazy on
That's what I
Goldberg,
was,
B.
yo. That's what I was looking forward for with this damn Brock Lesnar versus Gunther shit. But fucking damn Janelle Grant dropped the bombshell.
Yo, so sidebar, we not even at Money in the Bank. We not even getting CM Punk versus fucking versus
And John Cena.
John Cena. That shit's trash, bro. Like we should have got that. They should have gave us
Who
that.
we getting? Who we getting? Yeah,
We
because
not getting them two
yeah,
niggas.
because yeah, I don't think it does not looking like that
That might
now.
be that Travis Scott match.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I hope it's not, but it might happen because it is rumored for
They
Money in the
should have
Bank.
gave us John
So
Cena versus CM Punk at Money in the Bank, nigga. Legendary.
yeah. So Papers, you wasn't on last week's show. Who is your predictions for the Money in the Bank winners this year?
I forgot who's in the
We don't
They
know
didn't
yet.
say. We don't know yet, but like for men's and women, who you think should win this year? I got Chelsea Green for women's for Money in the Bank this year because she didn't get it last year and we thought she was. I think she'll get it this year. And then for men, I want to say it's Braun Breaker, but it's probably not going to be Braun Breaker because he with the Seth Rollins shit. I hope Seth don't win it again. I might be
damn. Now
kind of
you
mad
making
if they try to play it
bro. Fuck.
because they wasted that shit last year with Drew McIntyre for CM Punk to screw him out of it the same night. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I can't give you my opinion on that yet. I don't know. I don't know yet. I don't know.
All right, so next week we'll circle back on it
Yeah,
because you know our decisions going to be changing all the time on this shit any fucking way.
yeah,
You
Exactly.
know what I mean?
back.
So Disco, they're saying they might actually have War Games this year.
I mean, that'll be perfect.
Yeah,
We
they need
need
to.
that.
So if that happens, it might be something with Seth Rollins in it. So who do you now, Papers? Who do you think? I'm still sticking to Austin Theory should be the one to join them.
Seth Rollins gonna win Money in the Bank.
I just said I hope he don't win, but I wouldn't be surprised if he did.
That's
That's
who's
why I
gonna
was
win Money in
said.
the Bank. That's who's gonna win Men's Money in the Bank. Seth Rollins, bro.
Braun Breaker's gonna win and give it to Seth Rollins. Like,
One of them two niggas gonna win the Money in the Bank.
We all know eventually this leads to a Seth Rollins Braun Breaker feud. Eventually, that later down the
mm-hmm.
line, right after it always does. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
I wonder if Sami Zayn is going to turn on these niggas, man. On Jay and CM Punk
Man,
and
I don't know.
Roman
Like
and them.
he give me this side of the fence vibes and this side of the fence vibes every week.
Yeah, he's all over the place, bro. He like
Yeah, he don't like
so.
Sammy gonna be
he right
champion,
now, bro.
man. Sammy gonna
Um,
be champion. I'm telling you. Before it's said and done, Sammy gonna be. He ain't getting these whoop outs for no reason.
Yo,
Yeah.
this is my thing though too. I agree with that because at the end of the day, like the WWE, they don't invested too much in the Sami Zayn for them not to give him a fucking title. I mean, the world title, not a title, the world title. So at some point in time, he's
That
gonna
shit
go
gonna
heel.
be 24 hours.
He gonna
Right,
go heel though. He definitely gonna go heel.
Actually,
right.
48 because the PLEs is on Saturdays now,
Saturday,
so
yeah.
they gonna lose it on Raw.
Enough to do some media coverage. Monday Night Raw, he gonna lose that shit.
Yeah. He's like,
Yeah.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Nah,
Let's
fuck
go,
that, bro. Head ass.
head ass nigga.
Yeah, nah, definitely. I would like to see Austin Theory join him. Karrion Cross, he did main event this week. He didn't do Raw. Like he had like one segment where he talked in the back, and that was it, bro. Like, what are we doing here, bro? Like, it seemed like he was gonna go after Logan Paul and AJ, but then we didn't get nothing.
Can we get Austin Theory and fucking Karrion Cross in a stable?
No,
No, that ain't
I
gonna
hate the
go.
idea of
They
that.
too different. They different.
Yeah, I hate the idea of that.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying,
Yeah.
don't
I think
be open
Austin
minded.
Theory.
Mind it.
I think Austin Theory could work with Heyman and Seth and Braun Breaker. I think so. To me, and the whole company, out of everybody I think in the company right now, I think he's a perfect fit for them. And I'm dead serious.
Yeah.
I must,
Theory,
huh?
And I said they got to do something with Austin Theory. He's too good of a wrestler, bro.
Yeah, because Grayson Waller doesn't need to be in a stable. He doesn't really need to even be in a tag team. He can kind of do his own thing. You know what I mean? He's going to be a mid-carder, and that's it. He's not going to go no higher than that. I don't foresee it happening, him being no higher. He's not a future world champion to me. Some people might feel he is, but I don't think he is. You know what I'm saying? That's my opinion.
But
yeah, Austin Theory, like he a great wrestler, bro. So like he needs to be somewhere. Like he needs to be stable.
he's a good wrestler. He's not a great wrestler. He's a good wrestler.
Did I say
Yeah, he's
great?
a good wrestler.
I said
He
great.
got a dope move. He got a
He's
dope
good
move
wrestler,
set,
sorry.
though. He got a dope move set.
Don't let CM Punk hear you say that.
Zoe Stark's another one. She got a dope move set and never on TV too.
Damn, Gina.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Anything else, fellas?
Nah, we straight. Let's see how what this end of the week shows us on SmackDown. Let's see what we got with this
Hell yeah,
Jeff
hell
Cobb
yeah.
dude. Let's see what's going on with him, and you know what I mean.
For sure. Definitely, man. Make sure, as always, follow us on YouTube and Rumble at the Broken Mute Button Network. As always, make sure y'all like and subscribe. Follow us on Ruthless Attitude Wrestling on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. And we appreciate y'all for always tuning in and giving us the comments and y'all feedback and y'all opinions. We don't really give a fuck about a lot of y'all opinions because a lot of y'all just be wanting to just go in there and hate. So, and like I said, the invitation is always open. If you want to pull up on the show, we here. Pull up. Shout out to TTS. He pulled up twice. So shout out to you, TTS. With
Rest
that
in
being
peace,
said,
Doink the Clown.
Doink the Clown died?
He been died.
All right, bro. Rest in peace, Razor Ramon. Fuck it. We out of here, man. Holla.